right. Well, maybe some of them will come in here. Might be a short night. I'm going to try to get out here. We're still unpacking from our trip down there to Skidaway, and boy, I've got to get on the pool, and then I need to do the grass cut, and I'm going to try to get part of the grass cut here after the net and finish up the pool, and we got to get some new tires for my truck. They're 9 years old, and one of them split. I got about a 2-inch long crack you can stick a penny head down inside of. I'm lucky it didn't blow out, so we got to get 4 new tires for that diesel truck. They're going to hit me hard for them Toyos like I got on there at BFG, about $1,400 bucks. But, you know, I got new ones on the camper, but I got to have new tires, especially if we're going out west. Let me stand by. We got about 4 minutes. Maybe some of them will get in there. Y'all get in here. This is WA4KM.
J4JCP.
No, hey, Don. Yep, you're a little light, but I can hear you out there on Tick Ridge. Maybe some more get in here. Hopefully it's going to get better, but good to hear you. WA4KM. Did you hear Don Manuel?
I heard him, but he wasn't good enough to make out. But thank you, Kenny.
J4JCP.
Joe, we got you on the line.
Manual, you know, you're going to wait and have a little prehead, over.
Hey, we're going to start at 6 in 2 or 3 minutes there, Sam.
Okay, fine, Manual, you're sounding good, and I'm looking forward to the net. KW4TV. KF4TXQ.
Thank you, Sam. Is the frequency clear? Is the frequency clear? I hear somebody way out there, but I can't make them out. Is the frequency clear? Alright guys, we're going to get her kicked off. This is the Eagle AM net operating on 3885 in the AM mode. This is a directed net. Your net controller this evening is Manual and Net Early KW4TV. I will be the net controller for the Eagle AM net. This net begins taking check-ins about 6 o'clock Central. We have a little bit about 5:30 just around time. We will now take a 30-second quiet reflection period in the memory and appreciation for all essential personnel, silent keys, and anyone suffering from illness. Okay, before we take regular check-ins, are there any QRPs or mobiles at this time? Okay, not hearing any. This is WE4AM with the Eagle Net. I've got Mac, Tom, Sam, Roy, and Richard two Richards, and Kevin, and Don, and Joe. It's WE4AM. If I didn't call you out, go ahead and check into the Eagle Net at this time, please.
Did you get JCP?
I do have JCP. Any others want to check in at this time?
WB4KKJ.
Okay, my radio blew up. Greg coming there. Got Greg. Anybody else? Any relays on anybody, anywhere checking into the Eagle Net at this time? Okay, we're going to jump back up to the top of the net. I don't hear anybody, but if somebody comes in, please break in and tell us you're there, and we'll pick you up at the bottom of the net. We're going to go up to W4AX, Mac, and let him give us an update. And good evening to you, Mac. Always a pleasure to have you in here. WAU4AMI. Pick it up, Mac.
All right. Thanks so much, Manuel, and thanks for running the net. Good evening, fellow Eagles. Good to hear you guys on the first net of the week. So I hope everybody's doing well tonight. I'm on the Collins 20B3, so hopefully you're able to hear me a little bit. Had a good visit with John, K4BZS, yesterday. He was up there about 2.5, 3 hours, and his daughter, Donna, was there for the last part of the visit, and we talked about a lot of things. And John's making progress. There's 2 issues he's having to work through before they'll let him go back to Florida to finish his rehab in Pensacola. One is he had an unscheduled surgery on Tuesday to remove some dead tissue from his leg, and they got him in there and got that out of there. Wasn't really an infection yet, just the tissue wasn't healing, and they needed to get it out of there, which is pretty common on a wound. And number 2, his blood pressure keeps dropping when he stands up to exercise too much. So get those 2 things under control, and he can probably head back to Pensacola. But he was in good spirits. My mission this week, and I worked with his son David quite a bit yesterday, and we couldn't figure out how to access his router. But my mission this week is to get him on the air with, he's got his Maestro up there, and I've checked it out, to get him on the air with some sort of radio. Around here, just doing a repair for a ham friend who's in his 90s on his Hallicrafters S118 receiver, S118 receiver. That's it, Manuel, and thanks again for running the net. WE4AM, W4AX.
Okay, W4AX. Does anybody have any questions for Mac on John or anything you said before we move on? Thank you very much, Mac.
Thanks for the update, Mac.
Okay, hearing nothing, we'll move on. And we're going to move on down to another friend of mine, W9TAB. Tom, come on in and tell us what you got for the net. Okay, Tom, you loud up this way. Well, as they say. Good hearing from you. And we'll move on down to Sam. Yes, he is. And KL4THQ. Sam, are you around?
Over to you, Sam. I don't hear him. Sam, are you there?
Okay, Kevin, we'll swing back around to him and catch him on the flip-flop if he's around. He was around a while ago. Won't hear from him. We'll move on down to this next broker here. He's a good guy. W4 diddle. Roy, come on in and tell us what you got going on, my friend.
Woo!
hope everybody man must be dead up in that area. I usually copy signal pretty good through that SDR up there. But I guess the man will open up here when it's back in the lid clears out. When it's done, when it'll open up. Just want to be alive this evening and enjoy the show. And there you go. No sleep. I was on the next 6 years one story head. Called me that night real from John wants to come home. And I want all you to believe in prayer. And I know quite a few of you do. If you believe in prayer, you see, then let's get John home. Praise God. Coming back to you, Manuel. Good job picking up the net. Always good to hear from you. Everybody have a good week. Be safe. And I'll close with this little saying. I hope everybody out there in Radio Land feels as good as I look. Everybody enjoy. W4 out of the Bitter Creek, Oklahoma.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, there he is, the world famous Mr. Roy. Yeah, I just promise you. Ever since he's been in there, when I learned of that accident, he's been in my prayers day and night, buddy. And I'm sure he has a lot of the rest of us. And tell Gail we said hello. It's a good woman putting up with you. We're going to go very much. Richard number 1. We got 2 Richards in here tonight, I think. So we're going to go with Richard number 1. W4 WFL, Richard, come in and tell us what you've got for the WE4 AM net.
WE4 AM up there on the high mountain in Florida. This is W4 WFL in Pensacola. And we're talking on the Bellarica Viking today, and it's working within normal parameters, and I'm proud that it runs the way it does. I've had the job too, and what Roy was talking about is I think the only thing he wants to do is go home. So, anyway, he's on my prayer list too, and he's one of ours down here in Pensacola. He don't need to be up there. On the program on this way, so Daniel, your side of this, you're got? This is W4WFL, shores of the Gulf of America, let's call it. That's what I got.
Okay, Richard, thank you for checking in. Well, it was a pleasure to have you, and you're sounding good up this way, my friend. And I talked to John, too. I told John that he had to get home and fix my Johnson 500, but that Roy kept David tied up. I couldn't even get in. So there you go. Well, we're going to move on down from Richard and go to Richard number 2. Another friend of mine, W4FUU. Richard, come on in and tell us what's going on. This is W4U. Okay, Richard, I guess my favorite part of the trip is returning home. I do enjoy it when we go places, but it's always fun to make it back home. We'll break with Richard and move on down to Kevin, the old buzzer, WA4KM. Come on in, Kevin. Tell us what you got going on. This is, we got old bald eagle coming at you. Come on in.
All righty, WE4AM and the Eagles flying high. This is the Monday Night Eagle Net. Wonderful evening for AM, but it's kind of rough this evening, Manuel. Thanks for calling the net and doing what you do and all the others to help Mac and Tom and just everybody, Richard and the whole caboodle. It's a little bit light, everybody, this evening, but we have been down in Skidaway Island, Savannah for the last, I think, 9 days, and then we're supposed to go out of town again for a couple of days up to Cage Cove again. You know, we booked every April and October, but it's only for a couple of days. So anyway, and Mac, thanks for the report on John too. Hopefully he'll get out of there. I know he's ready to get home. Boy, you know, I've been in the hospital and I hate it there, and ain't no fun in the hospital, and the food ain't good either. But anyway, copying everybody just good, pretty good. Like I said, I'm hearing everybody. It's just a little noisy, but I'm on the Kenwood 990 this evening, running the 1306 solid state, the Maritron at about 188 watts or so. PPM looks like around 700. So anyway, I'm going out here to finish up. I stopped, I had Susie come get me, and I got to finish up cutting the grass in the pool, hopefully before it gets dark. That's another thing I can check off my list. And we're going to get tires tomorrow for the pickup truck. Them Toyo's been on there 9 years, and they're dry rotting and splitting. So we got new tires on the RV. Hopefully we can get all that done because we're heading out west, you know, later in the year, and we want to make sure we got good tires, especially out west when it gets 100 and probably 50 degrees on that asphalt out there. But anyway, Manuel, enough said. Thanks for calling the net. And I'm going out here and finish up my chores real quick, so I won't be here till the end of the net. But again, you do a wonderful job, and you're loud, as always. We'll catch everybody hopefully tomorrow evening on the other AM net, AMI. And with that, I'll send it back to you, Manuel. WE4AM, this is WA4KM from the City of Gold in West Georgia.
Okay, Kevin. Thank you for being in there, and you always do a great job, and I'll ask you and everybody else again, keep my oldest brother that's 84 in prayer. He's congestive heart failure, and I don't think he's got long, but the Lord only knows that. So we'll appreciate all of that, Kevin, appreciate all the thoughts and prayers I know you send, and a lot of other people. Thank everybody. We'll move on down from Kevin. Kevin, you might have to help me with Don. I was not hearing him. But I'll give him a call if he doesn't come in see if you can get it. K4 HFG. Don, are you around? This is WE4AM.
WE4AM. HFG. Man, you're in a better than I did 20 minutes ago. Good evening to you and everybody on the net. Not much happening here on Tick Ridge. It's just beautiful. They did a little sport set that said, but that evening sun wasn't so hard. Pretty soon we won't be able to do that. We'll have to do it early. It was a beautiful day. It was in the mid-80s again. No rain in sight. We didn't have enough of that. Don't have much else to report. Thankful for the report on John. Continues to improve and he gets home. He probably wants to be home now, I would. 73 guys. And Manuel, thanks for doing the net. We'll catch y'all on this next week. WE4AM. Everybody have a good week. K5HFG with Tick Ridge.
Okay, K5HFG, Don, over on Tick Ridge. We had a hard row of cotton picking that time, Don, to hear you, but we got 90% of it, and thank you for checking in. It's always a pleasure to have Tick Ridge in here. We're going to break on down and move from Don, move down to June. JCP, old Romeo June. And this bald eagle is calling you. K4JCP, WE4AMI.
Okay, WE4AM, K4JCP, and good afternoon to everybody here. Signals from down south are kind of light, but they were coming up as we come along, so I think we'll be able to do okay here in a few minutes. I did hear a voice, and but couldn't copy Richard down there. So Manuel, thank you for holding forth. I guess being on the tallest mountain in Florida does something. And I heard Sam KF4TXQ also call in, but he was calling this morning and couldn't hear any of us, so I don't know if he got an issue with his receiver or just exactly what. Sam, if you're there, good evening to you. Mac, thanks for the updates on John. And thank you for the information on the Epley maneuver. Couldn't remember the name of it. Anyway, we'll get back here to the net and let you run on here. Always good to get here with the Eagles. WE4AM, K4JCP.
Okay, Joe, good to have you in here. It's always a pleasure. I like to call you Romeo June. You're sounding good over this way, my friend. Always a pleasure to have you in here. Let me turn my radio down. I got a break with Joe. This next guy, he's louder than Roy. Roy, you're going to have to do something about this one. WB4KKJ. Greg, come on in and let me turn my radio down. This is WE4AM.
Manuel. Good evening, everybody on the net. A compliment there. Had a good day yesterday. Just gorgeous over the weekend here. And tried to do a little antenna work on Sunday and got through with it. Everything went well and got to see old McElroy take it over, so that was a good thing. It's a beautiful golf course up there. But Manuel, thanks for everything you do. You're doing a great job. Your signal is booming in here. So you take care. W4AM, WB4KKJ.
Okay, Greg, thank you for all the flowers back this way. You ought to hear you on this end. Sounds great. I'll take you one day. But anyway, we'll move from Greg, and we're going to try my old buddy, War Eagle buddy again. KL4TXQ. Sam, are you around? Kevin, you want to try to raise Sam one more time? I don't know. Kevin's not around. Anybody want to try to raise KL4TXQ in case I'm not getting to it? Okay, thank you, Richard. We'll move right along. I'm going to go ahead and try Tom again. W9TAB, I had a note by your call sign. Did I miss it or is it something else? W9TAB. Okay, appreciate it, Tom. I was just checking to see if you was listening. All right, I've about made it to the end of my list. Do we have anyone else wishing to check into the WE4AM net before we close it? I'm not hearing anyone, guys. Let me get my paper and I'll close her out, unless anybody wants to check in before we go. Okay, join the W4AMI and the W4GCM nets held each Tuesday and Thursday evenings, respectively, at 6 p.m. Central Daylight Saving Time, as well as the Warren Eli Memorial on 3885 nets, and at 6 a.m. Eastern Daylight Saving Times, as presented by the Florida AM Group Sunday morning. I would like to take this opportunity to thank everyone who participated tonight. This is KW4TV now. Net is now clear and returning the frequency back to regular AM use, 73.